My name is Madison, and today I'm going to talk to you about integrated pest management in the home. IPM, or integrated pest management, is a different way of thinking with regard to pests. IPM seeks to control damaging pest populations in a way that is least harmful to both the surrounding environment and human health. The PAMS approach, which stands for Prevention, Avoidance, Monitoring, and Suppression. In prevention, sanitation is important. Wiping up spills, sweeping up debris on the floor and counters, as well as vacuuming carpets is important. You'd also want to keep your food in airtight containers to keep pests out. Leaks under sinks and in other areas should be taken care of because insects will seek out wet areas. Barriers around windows such as caulking, screens, door sweeps, and netting can discourage pests from coming inside. Avoidance. Avoidance involves being aware of what you bring into your home, such as furniture and mattresses may contain bed bugs that could potentially be a problem in your home. Monitoring involves paying attention to signs that you may have a pest problem. Droppings are a surefire sign a pest has been crawling around in your home. Setting out traps or lures to draw pests can help you monitor if the pest is still present and to what extent. Identification is oftentimes one part of the monitoring process. Actually knowing what pest you're dealing with is crucial. Suppression. In the case that a pest has reached a point where it becomes a nuisance, many options are available to control populations and bring them back down. Traps, sprays, dust, and granules are all effective measures of controlling pest populations.
So I'm here to talk about greenhouse control of pests on soybeans. I'm Earl Huey with the soybean breeding project here at NC State University. This is actually a USDA project, so I'm affiliated with both. But what we have to show you here today is spider mites on some soybean plants. They're very small. I don't know if the picture will show them well, but there's a web here. Get a better pointer. There's a web here with some small little spider mites crawling. They're actually all over the bottom of the leaves, but they're harder to see because of this interaction with the leaves. But they're there. They're brown. The symptom is the white splotching on top of the leaf. That's where you'll notice that you've got it. I'm actually seeing the mites on the plant. They love to crawl up and down the stake. There'll be a little web up here at the top of the stake too. Eventually we get very large with no control. Well, we can move on to control then. I use a product called Floramite, which is very good for controlling spider mites in the greenhouse. Whether it's used in field situations, I don't know. I don't think spider mites are much of a problem in the field. I also have trouble with white flies and thrips. Typical greenhouse pests on all crops really. And I have a spray program that I started at planting. Marathon, which is a imidacloprid, generally controls white flies very well. It's a granular product that you just put in the pot, and it's a soil drench.
Okay, this is Aiden, my cat. She is a 2-year-old tuxedo cat, domestic, short hair that lives in the house with me, and we're going to talk about PAMS with her and any problems that she might face as a domestic animal. Okay, you can go. Okay, so prevention methods with Aiden include sanitation of my apartment, so keeping my floors clean, keeping my air filters really good, and basically having a nice environment for her to live. And also, food for a healthy coat and immune system is good for Aiden. The avoidance method is medicine, which is actually really expensive. This medicine helps with heartworm, fleas, hookworm, roundworm, and ear mites. And currently I'm paying like $85 for 6 months, so I might have to look into a different method in order to continually be able to pay for it. But this is the method for avoidance. Monitoring any problems that she might have would be vet checkups and personal checks of her skin and coat. And I guess also anything in her litter box is probably smart too. And then suppression, if she were to have a breakout with anything, it would be immediate vet attention and taking her to the vet and having any type of surgery or needed procedures done. That's pretty much it.
My name is Rob Stass, and I'm here today to speak with you about the PAM's approach to an IPM to controlling gray leaf spot and turfgrass. So from a prevention standpoint, there's some simple steps you can take to ensure that the occurrence of gray leaf spot in your yard will be minimal. First, you always want to be sure when you're establishing the sod planting that you're going to have clean, gray leaf spot free sod, and you can also adjust your irrigation schedule to water your grass in the morning instead of the evening so that the canopy of the grass will stay dry throughout the day. Some avoidance tactics include planting gray leaf spot resistant varieties such as St. Augustine grass, and improving drainage or removing or pruning back trees to increase sunlight penetration of the grass. Monitoring is also very essential to IPM to control gray leaf spot. So you need to constantly be in your yard checking to see what the population of gray leaf spot is, so you know if a suppression tactic would be necessary. For suppression, there are fungicides available that do a very good job of controlling gray leaf spot, but be aware that you may have to do repeat applications if gray leaf spot conditions are conducive.